Hi everyone, it's Kieran here at Magical Traveller. I hope you're having a great day. I am on board the beautiful Scarlet Lady and I've just been doing a 4-night sailing going off to Key West and Bimini Virgin Voyages private beach club resort in the Bahamas. But what I thought I'd do today is just give you a little look around a Central Sea Terrace on board Scarlet Lady. This is going to be the main category of cabin if you want to have a balcony on board. And the Central Sea Terrace basically is just going to be the centre of the ship. So you're going to be closer to kind of the prime location for kind of lifts and things like that, but also to kind of get to all the ship facilities. So also a good choice as well if you're somebody who's worried about getting seasick and things like that, then the centre of the ship and kind of the middle of the ship is going to be where you're going to feel less motion of the ocean as well. So it's definitely going to be a category you're going to want to look for if you are looking to kind of, get the smoothest sailing, or you want to be closest to the best facilities on board the ship. So just to kind of give you your bearings now as you come in, that's the door I've just come into now. And this is going to be where your main wardrobe is. Now, it's not going to be closed. You don't have like a closed wardrobe. You do have this curtain here that you can kind of pull across. And in the light, hopefully you can see just how beautiful the shimmer effect is on this curtain. I do love it. But you've got tons of storage space here as well. So if you need extra hangers, you obviously can request them from kind of Sailor Services, the guest services team on board. They will drop off extra hangers for you. But plenty of space there to put a full-size suitcase if you needed to. And I'll give you a tip as well in a second where you can put a second one if you've got more than one suitcase. One thing you are going to want to pay attention to is as soon as you come in the door on the side, this is where the room lights are going to be located. So it's just, you do have to be aware of that. On your first time when you get into the cabin, the lights will all turn on for you and the curtains will open, but it just doesn't do that because I've been in the cabin for a couple of days. And then here's where you'll also find your do not disturb light. And then the most important one then is your service light. So if you leave your cabin for the day, go out to explore, hit this button, and that's how you let your cabin host know that you are ready to have your room kind of refreshed and turned around. Then down here then as well, you're going to have a little storage space. I tend to normally put my shoes in here, but you can use it for whatever you want. Some people obviously use this for underwear. You can use this for dirty laundry if you want, things like that. And then equally as well, this shelf is sometimes used for kind of suitcases or things like that as well. So there's that space there. But again, loads of space. 2 people, we fit in these cabins fine with no problems with the 2 of us. Shelf up here as well then. So I tend to use this for my dirty clothes, just so I know then. So I kind of put clean this end, trousers, things like that. Dirty laundry this end then, so I just can kind of work out where all my dirty clothes are. Then here, then you're going to find the full mirror. Hello everyone, this is my disembarkation outfit as we're flying home today, unfortunately. But this is where you're going to find your life vests. You're also going to have then storage space here with a safe. Couldn't think of the word then. A safe there as well then, which is I can fit my 15-inch MacBook in here with no problems. So you've got a safe there as well. More storage and shelving. This is where the hairdryer is going to be located as well. And then the drawers. Oh, good thing I checked. That's my belt. I need that. You're going to have drawers here then as well to kind of store stuff. This is usually where I put my underwear, socks and things like that, and then a little storage space underneath. And then you've got 1 of 2 full-length mirrors in the room as well then to check yourself as you're heading out. Then just heading over here to the side then, you're going to have the washroom. This is kind of where the shower unit is going to be. Virgin have one of my favourite showers at sea because you obviously get then a full kind of glass door. Sorry, it's wet. I have been sleeping in this room and I've had a shower this morning, so the towels have been used. And if you see any litter or laundry around, that's because I have been using this room and I'm getting ready to check out. So you can just see that now. But yeah, so you've got a glass front here, really amazing rainfall shower head. Honestly, I can't stress to you how amazing this is for a shower unit on board a cruise ship. But then you also then have a wand as well if you want to kind of, you need to wash those kind of more intimate or difficult to reach areas, you have that as well. Then you have the onboard toiletries, red flower. I absolutely adore these toiletries. Again, for included toiletries, I think they're great. They've got a bit of a kind of an oceany, little bit peppery scent to them. They're really, really good. I have no issues with them. And I don't have overly sensitive skin, but my skin can be a bit temperamental, especially my hair as well. So I have no issues using the onboard toiletries. And then obviously you can have your vanity mirror. It is a typical cruise bathroom. Only one person can comfortably get ready at any one time, so you just need to be mindful of that. But it really, fully featured. There's nothing they haven't thought about. Normally here you would get kind of your makeup towels, so little hand towels or face towels for makeup removal, as well as kind of your soap and places to store toiletries, things like that. Obviously, mine are somewhere. I have no idea where they are. I've moved them somewhere, but they're in here somewhere. But that's normally where they would be laid out. Oh, there they are. There we go. So there. So you get like, smaller towels there as well then to kind of do faces and hands and things like that as well as makeup removal. There's my floor mat, spare toiletries, and also then the trash or bin down there as well. Apologies for my towels on the floor. As I say, I have been using this cabin. But again, it's fine, the bathroom. It's not the best bathroom on a cruise ship, but the shower is the best shower by far on any cruise ship in a standard balcony category I've had, Barnum. Just coming out then as well, just to point out, that is the light switch for the bathroom. This is obviously the air conditioning control as well then, so you can just set the temperature. The air conditioning is designed to be energy efficient, so it doesn't work while you are out of the cabin. It kind of raises the temperature ever so slightly, so it's not draining power and it's on when you're not using the cabin, so you just need to be mindful of that as well. Definitely remember to close the curtains when you leave as well, particularly if you're in sunny parts of the world, just because that'll keep your cabin cooler as well. So definitely think about things like that with Virgin, because they're very much about sustainability and energy efficiency. Air conditioning will not be on as high as you'll find on other cruise lines, so keep that in mind. Then here's the main bed. Again, I love the bed on Virgin Voyages. The cotton thread, I don't know what level it is, but it's a really beautiful cotton on the bed, really comfortable. Absolutely best night's sleep I get on a cruise ship is on a Virgin bed, which is interesting considering as well that this is actually not your typical bed. They don't do it very often, but you can request to get this turned over into a sofa during the daytime if you wanted to. So you can roughly see here where the line is. There is actually two beds next to each other, and this bed, this side here, will swing around to where that block is there, and they'll turn into a sofa during the daytime if you wanted to. It was a feature that they launched with, and they haven't done a lot of it recently, just because most people just prefer to keep it as a bed. But you can totally do that, and I'll show you how you request that later. But again, this is a double bed. If it's in a twin configuration, you're sharing with friends, then you'll have this bed here, and then this bed here will turn that way. So you are kind of head to head, head to foot type of thing. So obviously, make sure you're sharing with somebody you really know, like, and trust. But beautiful bed, I can't fault it. The cushions are some of the best cushions I've ever had. Then you've got this bedside table unit as well, then with this slide-in mat, you can unit, so you can obviously then put drinks and things like that on there in the evening. This was added on after the initial sailings due to feedback, because there was nowhere hard to put drinks and things like that on the side. So you've got that here. There is one over there, you can see it as a movable table. That's the one for the other side of the bed as well, so I'll get to that in a second, but just to show you where that is. And then again, you've got lighting controls here, and you've also then got a US power socket and two USB sockets there as well for charging mobile phones at night. Now, the whole light system is very smart, and I'll show you how that works when I get to the tablet. But these lights are the only manual lights in here. So your reading lights at night can't be controlled via the by the tablet. You have to physically turn them on and off here. But just so you know, there are 3 reading lights or night lights there if you wanted to use them. Then turning around, you've got your TV unit. Again, I'll show you the smart TV in a second, but that's where your TV is, obviously prime state right in front of the bed. And then just going back, facing out, going to be the second full-length mirror in the room as well. So hello, everyone. So that's where you're going to check your outfit before then you head out to enjoy your day. So heading over this side, I'm going to keep to the bed unit for now. So this throw is what's normally on your bed when you get in. Really lovely soft throw. It's got a little bit of a glitter shimmer to it as well. I just love all the little small details with Virgin Voyages, just down to fabric choices and things like that. Really, really lovely choices. Cushions obviously then normally on the bed, but because I'm sleeping on the bed, they're on the side. This lovely tray, which, oh, if it could fit in my suitcase, it would fit my suitcase. I love it. It's got all constellations on it and really poignant messages that I think resonate with me as well from the Virgin brand. Things like chart your own course and all the different constellations, including the Rockstar constellation. Just really lovely touch, and again, fits into those little playful details you get with Virgin Voyages. Here's where then you'll find the other plug sockets as well. So again, you've got a US socket and 2 USB sockets. That is obviously designed for when the bed is in this configuration here as well, but you've got that there as well. Then over here, going to have your kind of chair for if you want to sit through the daytime. We often use this when we're on board because we obviously work as travel agents. So when we are making bookings for customers on board, we will sometimes just sit here and use this as kind of a bit of a workstation as well. But equally, we have also used this table over here. So either bring that chair over or use the stool, sit at this area. This is kind of then your little vanity area then for getting ready. But it's also, as for us, as we're working on these trips sometimes, a place to work. So again, another lovely detail. I don't know if it'll come across on camera, but look at that orange. Oh, look at it. I love it. So there's a lot of this effect throughout the whole ship where colors will shimmer and change as you kind of move around the ship. But I think that's lovely to have that as well in your cabin. So it just kind of catches your eye differently. But again, this is going to be one of the vanity mirrors in the room. So if somebody wants to get ready, you could obviously get ready here in front of the mirror, or it's just a nice little bounce of light and color in the room as well. Now, this is the tablet in the room, which controls pretty much the whole cabin, and I absolutely love this. So this is where you're going to kind of control your TV if you wanted to. So say you wanted to watch a film, and last night I did watch Mean Girls. So if I touch Mean Girls here, it will then say continue watching on TV or start over. If I hit continue watching on TV, you'll see how far I got before I fell asleep. What will happen then is the TV will boot up, and my film carries on where it was then the other night. But straight from the tablet then I can hit activate cinema mode. And then normally you do have to press it twice, just because the lights are... Try again. But the lights will dim. You can see here then as well, the lights under here have kind of dimmed to come with a lovely low-level blue. And then this bedside light, you can't tell because it's bright outside, but that bedside light comes on, so it kind of goes with a dim, muted state. There are other fun states on here as well. I just got to remember where they are. Room controls here. And I think you scroll up to get to them, and you've got moods. Now, this one's a funny one, and it's really popular with customers every time I tell them about it. But if you, and I don't know how much of this will work, because I'm meant to be checking out, but if you hit get it on, you get into a little playful, sexy moment. And normally, because I've got a film on, it's not doing it, but normally it plays a little bit of sexy music on the TV as well. So again, little fun treats. And look at that light behind the mirror as well. Just really lovely details. Equally as well, if you're in bed, you can turn on all the lights in the cabin. Turn them all off if you're going to bed. But equally as well, it's also where you can open up the curtains. So hit the curtains, and then you get your curtains that open up as well. You can also request room service on here as well. Not necessarily like food room service, you do that via the app. But if you want kind of, you know, fresh towels, you want extra water, you want laundry picked up, you've got a problem with the cabin, you need maintenance, that can all be requested via the tablet as well. So really, really great smart features. You've obviously got analog, I say analog, but you've got kind of traditional lights as well if you do around the cabin. So you don't have to use the tablet, but to get the best out of the cabin, you definitely do need to use the tablet. That sits here is on a wireless charger, so just make sure you do keep that charged. Then coming down here then as well, got two little storage boxes here on the side. And then this is where your chiller is going to be in the cabin. It's not going to be a full fridge, but it's just a cooler. So if you want to bring on your own bottles of wine before you get on the ship, you can do that. Or if you order alcohol, like canned cocktails or soft drinks, you can obviously then leave them in your room and chill them. The other thing then as well is you do have your water. So again, Virgin Voyages include essential drinks in every single voyage. You don't have to pay for them. So there's water and soft drinks available across the ship, but that also extends to your cabin as well. So when you get on board, you'll meet your cabin host and they will ask whether you want still or sparkling water, and they will then refresh that for you throughout the day. Usually you get about 2 refills automatically, but then as you saw on the tablet, you can request fresh water as well. So lovely. Honestly, it's one thing we always forget is to pick up water either in the morning before we go to bed. So it's great that that's included as well for you. As well, if you're worried about not using the app and you can't get the app working, you can also use the phone as well to speak to Sailor Services, the onboard customer service team, or to raise any emergencies you need to. And then you've also got this light here as well. So if you're somebody working, you want a bit more light, this can be controlled via the app, but equally on and off button on the top. And then to the highlight of any, obviously, Sea Terrace cabin is going to be the balcony on board. We are currently here at Terminal V in Miami, which is Virgin Voyages' private cruise terminal. But these curtains, I love the curtains as well. Have you noticed how come it mimics the sea as well? So if you're sat down in bed and you look out the window, it's perfectly designed. So the blue is obviously the bottom where the ocean would be, and then the pink then to give you those beautiful sunsets in the evenings as well. I just love little touches like that throughout the cabin. So I'll just take you outside briefly, because I'm supposed to be getting off in about 10 minutes' time. But here we are, sadly, at Terminal V, ready to leave. Cool thing you notice, you do have a hammock. So all Sea Terraces come with a hammock. It looks complicated, but I promise you it's not. It's really easy. I do have a video on my Instagram and TikTok of how easy it is to get into that. And then you've obviously got your standard deck furniture as well. Then so you've got 2 chairs and a table as well. If you want to sit and have like cocktails in your cabin, you could totally do that. And then, what another glorious day here in Miami. Sadly, we're getting kicked off, but there's going to be more sailors coming on, having another fantastic voyage. So it's obviously a little bit loud because you can see they're getting ready with bringing everything on for the next group of people coming on to enjoy their cruise. But how amazing would this be on a sea day? Just sitting back, relaxing in the hammock. I have no idea what happened then. My phone stopped recording as I was sat in the hammock. But I was kind of towards the end anyway, guys. So what I just thought I would do is just literally, I hope you've enjoyed this video tour. We do definitely have other tours as well. So we've got an insider. We've also got a Central Sea Terrace, which is a slightly better, in my opinion, configuration for the bathroom as well. But we also have tons of content on our website as well, which you can find magical-traveler.com, which has tons of information about kind of Virgin Voyages. But also if you're somebody who's looking to set sail with Virgin Voyages and you want to kind of experience that Virgin Voyages experience of cruising, definitely please do get in touch with us. We are recognized first mates with Virgin Voyages. We are passionate and we love selling Virgin Voyages. And we would love to help you get on board these incredible ships. Other than that, guys, all the best and I'll see you soon. Bye.